What are birds? We just don't know.
This question, posed in 2002 by the BBC show Look Around You, is as relevant in today's society as it was back then. You may think it's a silly question. Of course a bird is able to fly, so don't be absurd, they're in the sky, they are the feathered you see in your eye. That may be the case, but you know what else flies? Hot air balloons. Oh, but they don't have feathers, damn, I guess this video is pointless. Hold up! What about now? Feathered flying thing, but it ain't no bird. I can also put a beak and a beating heart on it if you're really pedantic. And don't ask where I got the heart. So describing a bird with words doesn't quite work. What if we try just judging it with human perception? When you see something, you know if it's a bird or not, right? Well, a week ago, I made an entire video on a Pokemon game where I collected bird Pokemon just so that I could ask a question without suspicion. And the question was, are penguins birds? A staggering 83% of you said yes. The main reasoning being that penguins can actually fly. I was dubious at first, but after some research, I came across this video by the BBC. This is amazing! I never knew such beauty could exist in nature. Penguins and birds alike, they're wonderful! I'm not even subscribed to the BBC. Okay, let's go. Wait a minute. 1st of April 2002. April 1st. It's a prank. Amazingly enough, penguins can't fly. But what if I told you penguins are more like alligators than birds? I'm serious, and I have science to back me up. The reason we think these are birds and these are reptiles is because we used to base groups of animals on what they look like. Has gills? Must be a fish. Is jacked? Must be a kangaroo. Uses its cunning to viciously hunt down defenseless animals for fun? Must be a human. But more recently, we've been able to look into genetics and instead base animal groups off how closely their DNA matches and which animals they descended from. Long story short, birds and reptiles came from the same thing. Reptiles can be broken down into non-avian reptiles and avian reptiles, the bird ones. It might seem like I just gave you more information, but we are actually much further from an answer than before. This show on the BBC, the fake flying penguins on the BBC, there's a pattern, so I did my very hard job as a YouTuber and sat down to watch some TV. And I found something. I'm about to show you an ad, but don't skip it, it's extremely important to bird theory.
Where's Mama? She's gone to the vet. We're cooking dinner. Great. A pour the means out of the pasta. Pour the means out of the pasta. That's it? Dolmio lasagna. When is yours?
Did you hear that?
New Dolmio Italian meal bases.
What are birds?
When signor Dolmio Day.
We just don't know.
When signor Dolmio Day.
Nigel Lambert, the man who voices both the 2002 show Look Around You and Papa from the Dolmio ads. He was trying to tell us all along.
Chicken?
The man who first asked this question circled back to talk about chickens, and now today I am asking again, what are birds? My name is Dragoon, my YouTube name, not my real name. My parents didn't hate me. Well, not that much. But anyway, the question could be asked, are dragons birds? Well, they are essentially flying reptiles, and now that we know reptiles are birds, dragons are definitely birds. Simple enough. Although, the name Dragoon has nothing to do with dragons. A Dragoon is a mounted infantry unit who uses horses for mobility but dismounts for combat, as opposed to the Hussar, which fights on horseback. But what you're all wondering, what if they had wings? Would there be birds? People riding horses with wings? Could that be a bird? Well, I tried to find out. I got a horse-mounted infantry, then put wings on it.
When the winged Hussars arrive!
Only 2% of people get that. Totally worth it. Anyway, so yes, dragons are birds. Back to...
When signor Dolmio Day.
Dolmio is owned by Mars Incorporated, the 6th largest privately held company in the United States. They aren't even Italian! To make things worse, look at this clip from the show.
The largest number is about 45 billion, although mathematicians suspect that there may be even larger numbers. The final takes place in Nottingham on April the 4th of September. And you could win your school this computerized toast system.
It's a parody show. He probably knew what birds were all along. The song playing in the background now is I Like Birds by Eels, released in 2000. The song was dedicated to the singer's mother, who died of lung cancer 2 years prior. She was an avid bird watcher, so he took her bird feeders and set them up in his yard.
Birds.
It was his way of staying connected to her. You gonna tell him that he was singing about a boa constrictor? 'Cause I won't. This goes to show sometimes we ask too much. Let's leave the birds alone. People can believe what they want. We don't need to put labels on absolutely everything. We shouldn't be asking, what are birds? We should be asking,
When Senor told me, day. Yay.
We just don't know.
Chicken?
45 billion. What's the largest bird you can think of?
Chicken?
In actual fact, it's neither of these. The largest bird is
Mama.
Where's him? Gone to the vet. We're cooking.
computerized toast.